Oh, smell that. It's the slightly destructed and burned smell of fresh air in the Wasteland. Not the same as that terrible irradiated crap down in the vault. Oh. Okay. Okay, so now that I'm done with the vault and everything, horse nettle. What the heck is this over the ridge? There's something mean. Oh, it's just a mole rat. Just take care of this the easy way. Here, mole. Whoop! Aha, gotcha! Alright. Oh, crap, man. They're coming out the woodwork all of a sudden. Number one reason why I carry these grenades around. Oh, what are these? Let's just... No, I'm not going to be able to get it fast enough. There we go. Just shoot the thing's head off. Mole rats. Some of the... Actually, mole rats were actually a genuine enemy in Fallout 3. They're more or less kind of something that's actually quite unusual to see. Interestingly enough, they had a nest back there. One that I couldn't go inside of, but it was there anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and head north now. The area that... fun how this game is stuttering because of the way it loads data. What on earth is on the other side of this? A little bit to the north is the cave where I can take on get eggs for Nightstalkers. Gypsum Trainyard? What the hell? Holy shit. Deathclaws? I don't remember Deathclaws being on this side of the map. Well, I've got this in my inventory from that armory. Let's see if we can wreak a little bit of damage, hey? Go ahead and I'll VATS this yeah, I'm gonna VATS this one right over here. Just fire off a single shot. It takes a lot of AP, this. And just... Okay, that was not a direct hit. Oh crap. Now? Hope that I get at least a few of them? Nope, that didn't really work. Thump. I am not prepared for this. I went into Quarry Junction prepared. I did not come to Gypsum Trainyard prepared. Ah, ooh, getting myself. Oh no, he's just down. Let's go ahead and use one of these babies on him. Right there. Okay, that was enough to take him down. And the others are on this rock down here. Let's see if we can blow them up. Only one shot worth of AP. It's not quite what I was hoping for. Squeeze another shot in here. Hope that it actually gets in. Ah, crap. Yeah, that definitely did not. Oh, they're blind Deathclaws. No wonder. Okay, I got more AP. I've got a plasma grenade too. Let's go ahead and... That should do the job. Okay, that's pretty much done the job. There's only one left with a little bit of health. So I guess... No. Well, actually, there are two left. Let's aim for the one in the... Can't get it. Let's do this manually. I think that'll get them both. Okay, there's only that one down there, so... Go ahead and hop down the cliff here. Hopefully he won't be able to run up and grab me. He's clearly stuck on the geometry. He's not pathing up here properly, so... Where the hell is he? I think he's in the rock. Oh, nice job, Fallout. Yeah, he's inside of the rock. Shoot him in the face a couple of times here? I can't tell if I'm hitting him. Alright, you know what? Whatever. Hopefully... Wait, what's this? Ah, another Deathclaw hand. Hopefully, if I'm lucky, he won't, like, come out of the rock. Oh, and do just that. Fucking hell. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. Okay, blind baby Deathclaws, or whatever, aren't good enough. Oh, my God. Oh, I crippled myself. Whew. Okay. Let's loot these things. There we go. Let's hop back up here. Crying out loud. And that Deathclaw is still stuck in the rock. Oh, hey, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to... Ugh. I'm still hitting myself. Probably because I've got, crippled arms, so I can't, my aim is bad with the guns. Okay. Now, I haven't fixed my cripples yet because I don't know if he's gonna, like, leap out of the rock at me, if he somehow gets his way out of the rock. Okay, maybe if I'm lucky, I'll be able to... Okay, yeah, I'm actually hitting him. So I can just keep an aim on his face. Oh, holy crap. Okay then. I think I'll put 5 into speech, I'll put 5 into medicine, and I'll put the rest into lockpick here. No perk level. Switch to the right ammo. We'll just loot the rest of these Deathclaws, because their hands will be worthwhile. Oh! So, this is something interesting. One of the things about Deathclaw hands in New Vegas here, the reason why Deathclaw hands are a thing that you can loot, why they were introduced at all, is because of Fallout 3, and the fact that there was a crafting recipe to make a Fallout gauntlet. I see some more over here. Let's pull the grenades out. I'm gonna just pop these grenades out of my ass and throw them at the Deathclaw here. So... Please, actually, that did not hurt him enough. Oh crap. There's one on the right. Just chuck it at that one and hope that it might get the other one in the process? Because, you know, almost counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Just one more shot. Please work. Nope, that did not work. Okay. Okay, I think I'm safe now. Whew. Okay. Anyhow, the reason why Deathclaw hands exist as an item in the game is because it was possible to craft the Deathclaw gauntlet, a melee item or weapon in Fallout 3, which was kind of cool, but it didn't make it into New Vegas. Because you can't craft weapons in New Vegas. So, in Fallout... in New Vegas... Jeez, that is a big ant. Jeez. Go away. And I think I'm gonna chuck a couple of grenades just into the back here. I'll do one more. Oh! Okay, I think that the other grenade went off in midair, because it landed in the explosion of the other one. Yeah, but the Deathclaw hand as an item is a carryover from Fallout 3 in New Vegas here. So, as a result... There goes my jet wearing off. As a result, Deathclaw hands don't have a single purpose in New Vegas. They're completely useless. They're just sold for caps, which, you know, is all right because they gave them a reasonable value for cap selling. But this brings up something that I'm keenly interested in. So in Fallout 3, you could craft weapons, okay? And Bethesda has chosen to basically do just that. Allow you to craft weapons in Fallout 4. If you've watched any of the content that came out, I think it was like the half-hour video that came out of E3, they've decided to do just that. Excuse me. They decided to do just that. Give you more options with crafting weapons, and that seems to be a really, really big component of the game. But they decided to double down on it in a way of like, okay, well, there are a series of base components that everything is made out of. So now, you know, it's like, if you pick up, I don't know, as an example that might exist, a tin can. If you pick up a tin can, well, that consists of metal, and you can break that down into just scrap metal. And that scrap metal is used in something else. And there are items in the world like toy... horses, you know, like a metal horse that's on a metal frame suspended by springs or something. You've probably seen these things as a kid. Like, those exist in the game world, and whenever you find those, they're full of, like, tons and tons of screws, which are super useful for certain building, certain crafting recipes. So, something that Todd Howard was talking about in Fallout 4 was that it was getting up to a point where people... how to put it? Oh, come on. A tiny little rock, and he doesn't take any damage from that big explosion. Stupid Nightstalker. So, something that he was very explicit about, Todd Howard, is the fact that no longer are there any items in Fallout, specifically Fallout 4, that they don't serve a purpose other than to be sold, you know? They're no longer just junk items sitting around in the world, and it's like, oh, well, you'd never pick that up because the only purpose is to sell it for caps, and it's worth so little, there's no point in picking it up. But he was talking during an interview about how it actually turns out that now, since all of the items in the game can be broken down to components to be used for crafting, that... Let me get a good angle on this thing. Because everything can be broken down into components for crafting... Oh god. I think he's gonna... Okay, yeah, he poisoned me. Because things can be broken down into their core components, no longer are you just picking things up for the sole purpose of selling it off. In fact, he said, as far as the development team and playtesting goes, nobody in the office... Oh my god, he is close, and my frames are doing something funky. Christ, 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 Christ! Fuck you, Cazador! Piss off. Jesus. Is there anything else out in the mountains here that's gonna try to kill me? I've got a limited amount of antivenom on my hands, so let's go ahead and take this thing out across the ridge here. Wherever it is. There you are. One shot, and hopefully that'll at least cripple it. Okay, it's down on the floor. Let's give it another shot. I'm not even gonna bother with the frickin'... Oh, thank God. Oh, okay, so... But as I was saying, the development team and playtesting, it's one of the trends that they noticed amongst everybody, you know, from the office who's playing the game, is the fact that... one of the trends that they've seen of everybody playing the game is the fact that everybody's, like, hoarding everything that they find in their safe houses. Because... Jesus, this game keeps stuttering! I hate the way that this engine loads its data. It's so bad at, loading new areas. So, people are just hoarding things in their houses because everything is useful. It's no longer a situation of, oh, I only get that to, you know, to have caps, because caps let you buy the actual useful things in the game. It makes me wonder a bit about, Calville Bay. It makes me wonder a bit about, you know, whether or not you're going to be able to craft ammo, like, from scratch. Is it possible that you'll be able to craft ammo if you go out and you find the right things? Can you find the components to make gunpowder? Can you find the, you know, can you make, you know, casings from scrap metal? And then, you know, it's like, will that be something that you can do? You can actually, from these base components, craft bullets to use for yourself, or, you know, maybe they've worked in a way for energy weapons. I don't know. It's all conjecture. Crafting systems are an enormous component of games these days. Ever since the paradigm shift known as Minecraft, that's something I can make an entire video on its own. Minecraft is a game that performed what is known as a paradigm shift. It basically redefined a big chunk of gaming as we know it, because prior to, you know, 2010, roughly, we'll call it that time frame, crafting was not an inherently important thing in games. And then Minecraft happened, and it you know, exploded in popularity, whether you like it or not. But nowadays, it's almost a necessity that if your game is going to be successful somehow, there has to be a component of crafting involved in it, where you have to find components and make things out of them. And, you know, you can see that in Skyrim. You can see that in Fallout 4 if you watch the promotional content that they're putting out now. Yeah, I could go on and on about that, but I love crafting systems. Where the hell is the commander?
Trolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
I wonder what the meme's gonna be coming out of Fallout 4. It was an arrow to the knee in Skyrim. It was the nuclear winter in New Vegas. What exactly is the meme going to be with Fallout 4? Ooh, here we go.
I've been sending requests for relief for months now. Didn't think they'd send you, though.
Well, it's your lucky day. They didn't send me, though. I'm just out here on my own. By the way, what is this place? Where am I?
This is the Bitter Springs refugee camp. We've been maintaining it for a few years now, ever since Caesar's Legion started seriously pushing west. Most of the people here were displaced by the Legion's advance. At first, there weren't many, but lately it's been more than we can handle.
If this is an NCR camp, why are there so many Great Khan tags around?
This whole area used to be a Great Khan encampment before they relocated to Red Rock Canyon. We just haven't had the manpower to clean it all up yet.
And I'm supposing you've put the flag upside down for a good reason.
It's a distress call. This camp is in bad shape, and if we don't get relief soon, I don't know what will happen.
Well, is there anything I can do to help?
At this point, I'll take anything you can give me. We need more troops, fresh supplies, and medical relief. As if that wasn't enough, someone's been coming out of the mountains at night, stealing supplies and picking off my people.
Well, where would you get new troops from?
I don't know. The NCR's stretched thin as it is. I've put in requests at Camp Golf, Forlorn Hope, McCarran, but things are no better there. Maybe if their situations improve, they'd have men to spare. Or maybe they'd listen to someone with a reputation for helping the NCR.
Well, don't hold your breath. I can only do so much. What about supplies? What exactly do you need?
Food, blankets, clothes, tools. The Army used to ship out caches of supplies regularly. But with the Legion so active, we haven't gotten any in months.
And what about medical supplies?
You'll want to talk to Lieutenant Markland about that. He's our medical officer. He should be down at the medical tent now.
All right. And the killings going on in camp. What do you know about them?
It started about 6 months ago. At first it was just supplies going missing. We figured it was refugees. Then people started dying. Always a single bullet to the head. Always from extreme range. We've lost 8 refugees and 3 soldiers to this son of a bitch. We know he must be hiding out in one of the caves up in the mountains. But I don't have enough men to send out looking for him.
I'll see what I can do. I'll get back to you once I look into a couple of these problems.
Good luck.
Okay, so evidently geckos are durable enough to take an entire grenade to their face, but not for a gunshot. Okay, so I know that somewhere up in these mountains is the guy that I'm looking for who's been picking people off at the base, but I'm more concerned with the cave of Nightstalkers. Ooh, hello. Go ahead and blow this guy up. I'm more concerned with the cave of Nightstalkers in the area that Red Lucy wants me to go and find, because, you know, just that, the whole... It really is an appropriately named quest, Bleed Me Dry, because, Jesus, has she ever had me running all over this green, irradiated pit of a wasteland? Well, not really green. This place is more... How much did that actually do? Oh, holy crap, you're not dead. Okay, cool. We'll just shoot you in the face then. Let's switch to the grenades and take this one out. It's not really a green irradiated wasteland. That was more the capital wasteland. This is more orange, I guess. Makes more sense that way. Anyways, let's loot these corpses, and it's a little bit behind me, what I'm looking for. All 3 of them. Okay. Yeah, so the cave should be just, if I hug the wall on the right, I should be able to find it fairly quickly here. The Nightstalker cave. It's probably just up over this ledge. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be a cave that's got a significant loot cache inside of it. I don't remember what exactly type of loot is in the cave. I just know that it was significant the last time I... Ooh, oh, don't get away from me. One shot. Oh, hey, well, I killed the young Nightstalker. I didn't kill the other one, though. Okay, come on. You douchebag. Oh, holy crap. Where'd you come from? Oh, crap. Jesus. Okay. Oh, no, this isn't working. Okay. Oh, they did decide to fight each other. Come on. Screw you. Nightstalkers. At least whenever you shoot them in the head, they go down. More gecko meat. I'm gonna have more gecko steak than I know what to do with whenever I finally find a campfire somewhere. Or maybe a hot plate, because I'll have to fast travel back to Novak to stash some stuff. I'm doing that after every episode now. I have to basically go back to Novak between episodes every time, just to stash stuff in the safe house and, like, craft new items and stuff so I can keep going. Just makes things flow better, you know? Anyway, into the cave. Oh, alright. Now there are two directions I can go, left or right, forward or right. And here, I'm gonna go forward, which means that I'm gonna have to drop off this cliff, which, you know, obviously in turn means I can't backtrack my way out if something goes wrong, so let's hope that this doesn't bite me in the ass. I think this is a sulfur deposits in this cave? I think that the yellow stuff is sulfur. Can't quite tell. Okay, you can see something was moving down there past the rocks. You can see stuff. So I'm just gonna chuck one grenade out. Hopefully that'll get them. But if not, here's another one. And I've thrown some of the loot about. It's a bit scattered, but there. Now, hopefully that was all of them. It may not have been, but we'll see. Yeah, that looks like all of them. All in the immediate vicinity anyway. I'll turn on my Pip-Boy here, and I'll just loot. I won't, like, leave sneak mode, though. Okay, so the Bloodborne key is what I'm after. I did not mean to take that. The Bloodborne key is what I'm after. We'll take the rest of the bits and pieces here. Is there anything under the cooking pot? Nope, sure enough, that was tossed around as well. Pork and beans. Ammo, a hunting revolver, which is something I'll have to keep my hands on, because hunting revolvers aren't desperately common in the game. I'm certain that there's a special souped-up version of it. Oh no, there is. Okay, there we go. Made some gecko steak out of everything. 11 of them. There is a souped-up version of the hunting revolver. I almost forgot. It's the Ranger Sequoia, I believe. Which isn't a special variant of the hunting revolver. It just uses the same caliber ammo, so I qualify it as the souped-up version. They're hard to find, though. The Ranger Sequoia, they're only carried by the special rangers from the NCR. Alright, we got the pile of Nightstalker eggs. We'll just go ahead and loot the rest of these corpses here. Now I gotta return to Red Lucy, find time there. Now there's probably gonna be another one still somewhere up further back in the cave. This is how you get down to the bottom chamber if you don't drop off the cliff. This way I don't do as much backtracking, though. I can hear, like, the rattler thing on the end of the tail of the Nightstalker. Oh. Some Legionnaire. Here we go. Found one. And that'll kill that Nightstalker. Caution. Who did I miss? I don't see anyone. Can't activate VATS. A Legionnaire. Reasonable cache. Oh, that is really close. It bit me. Ow. Alright, hopefully that's all of them. Nightstalker. Nightstalker. And more Nightstalker. Hopefully there'll be someone to buy my stuff over at the Bitter Springs camp. I think the doctor is the only one who will deal. And given the state of things at Bitter Springs, I'm not certain that I'll be able to do any legitimate, like, out-and-out trading. It'll be, you know, trading in a very limited form. I keep thinking that I'm hearing... Oh, whatever. Tin can. Bent tin can. You have to wonder what people were doing in this cave with the lawn chairs and everything. Alright, now the supply cache is right over here. Go ahead and open this up. Be careful. Don't want to activate the traps. Disarm that. Take the tin cans. Why do I hear soda bottles? Oh my god, I'm amazed. Perfect. Soda bottles are required for Med-X. Sweet. Soda bottles are required... hello to you too, pal. You were just waving at me there. Purified water, first aid. Ah, it's locked. Alright, I'm not going to let this one go. I'm going to use a magazine. Alright, let's crack this baby open. Nope. Come on. Just find the sweet spot, baby. Find the sweet spot. Oh, there we go. Look at all this. This is a lot of money. Bingo. Alright, now that that's done, let's hop out of the cave here. Hopefully I won't run into anything else. Is there anything over here? No? Okay. Yeah, but I don't think that there's anyone in Bitter Springs who can do out-and-out trading with me. I'll have to do trading in a very limited form. Like, given that the doctor is the only one there who I know, who I'm certain of will actually trade, I'll probably end up just, you know, like, getting rid of stuff in exchange for stim packs, which admittedly I'm using more and more often now because I'm going up against the bigger, harder threats. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go back up into the mountains over here and see if we can find where that great Khan is. I suppose that's kind of giving away who it is that's been doing the killings at the camp. But, yeah, there's a great Khan in one of the caves up here, and I just have to find it, so... Ooh, rock flower. One thing that I do have to notice here, this area around Bitter Springs, around all these red rocks, ironic that the Khans were living in Bitter Springs, which was basically a canyon of red rocks, and now they are legitimately living in a canyon made of red rocks, ironically called Red Rock Canyon. Can't get away from what you love about home, right? So, yeah, I think that this area is one of the highest concentrations of Brock flowers that you'll find. I know that there is a Brock flower cave just south of... Well, not necessarily just south, but it's somewhere south of Good Springs. But it's a cave that I just don't really care about. Aha, here we go. This is it. Go up through this hidden little path and into the cave here. Put my shotgun. Alright. Now, I don't think that there's anything in here to shoot me, and the guy in here will talk to me before anything else. I have to watch for traps, though. Like this. Bear trap. Disarm it. Bingo. What's next? Hello? Hello? Yeah, there he is. Oh. Unarmed landmines. Okay. Hello? Hey.
Who are you? How did you find this place?
I'm looking for someone who's been raiding the refugee camp at Bitter Springs. Don't tell me you're the man who's been doing it.
Refugee camp? Is that what they're calling it? Good old NCR. They can whitewash anything. Let me tell you something. That refugee camp, it's built on the blood and tears of my people. Nobody likes to talk about it, but I remember.
No one's denying what happened at Bitter Springs. But the people at that camp right now, they're not responsible for anything that happened. They're not responsible for the massacre.
I know that, but what else can I do?
You can let go. You don't have to forget. But don't dwell on it. The massacre was years ago. The Khans have moved on, settled in Red Rock Canyon. You should join them.
Maybe. Maybe you're right. Maybe 3 years is vengeance enough. Thank you for helping me see that. Here, this will unlock the supply caches we left in caves around these mountains. You might get some use out of them.
I could go up into the hills again, but instead, I think what I'll do is, I'll talk to the doctor. I can go ahead and, finish the quest that the lieutenant wants me to do here. Children.
Hello.
Doc?
Wow, hey, it's you. What are you doing in Bitter Springs?
Oh, you know. Just passing through. Captain Gillis said to talk to you about medical supplies for the camp. What do you need?
Hey, if you can help, I'll take whatever I can get. Doctor's bags would be a huge help, but what I really need are medical texts. I'm not trained to deal with major psychological trauma, and we've got a lot of kids in this camp.
Medical texts? Why would you need those? Aren't you a doctor?
I'm an Army field medic. I can treat bullet wounds, shrapnel, trench foot, no problem. But this, the kids and the psychological trauma and all the rest, is out of my league.
I guess it makes sense. The Army looks for people who can patch up wounds you can see. Wounds of the mind, on the other hand. Whole different ballgame. You're in luck, though. I managed to come across just the type of books you want. Found them at the Crimson Caravan ages ago. Here.
Both of them? Wow, that's very resourceful. Thank you.
And while I'm at it, I do have a pile of doctor's bags. These things would serve me well, but I can tell they'll do a whole lot better here. Take what you need.
Thank you. This will keep us well stocked for a good long while. I think that should just about cover us. I really don't know how to thank you. Your bringing me these supplies saved a lot of people.
Don't worry about it. I'm just doing what needs to be done.
Well, still, thanks again.
Hydra, water. I think it's ironic that the supplies on this shelf here are not irradiated, yet the actual supply cache that I pick up as a quest item is irradiated. How ironic. Alright, so that's 2 of 3 supply caches. Well, I don't think that it's ever supposed to be said cache. I don't think if you look it up in any dictionary, it'll be described as cache to sound all fancy there. So let me run across the barrels a little bit more, make certain that I didn't miss anything. Oh, hello. So, I don't think it's ever supposed to be said cache, but hey, why not say cache? It sounds more fancy that way. Ah, lovely right away. Alright, now the last cache is up in this cave, just a little bit further up the mountain. Gotta say, those people at the camp, pretty lazy. These caves aren't that far away. Not that difficult to take care of. Although then again, you have to remember, you have to think, why on earth are these guys so terrible at this? And the answer is, you are the special exception. You're the hero with the uncommonly large numbers in your specials and your skills, etc. Just blow these things out the water. If there was water to blow them out of, anyway. Stupid Nightstalkers. Get out of here. Piss off. Oh, I'm like one of the worst dogs in the world, and you guys already know my opinion on dogs. Ugh. Nightstalkers, even worse. Hello? Is there anything here? Doesn't look like it. Just piles of gore and whatnot. Alright, we'll go ahead and hop into the back of the cave now. That's the cache. And that's a cave-in, or the dead end. Either way. Pop this open. Looks good. Okay then, let's go ahead and just take all of the materials out of here. Some whiskey, supplies, etc. Meds. There's the cache that I'm looking for. Explosives! Sweet. And other supplies. And I cannot open that up. Just take all the produce out of this sack. And the crates are empty. Alright then, I guess I'm done here. I'll go ahead and hop my way back down the mountain and chat with Captain Gillis. And I'll also do a proper job of selling stuff off with the doctor. He'll probably do some trading with me. And there's one other place that I want to reach after I finish here at Bitter Springs. Granted, there's more stuff to do. I have to try to get troops here, but that's not something that I can do in the immediate area. That's like a long-term task that I actually, in all honesty, am not certain I'll be able to sort out, you know, getting people to this camp, because it'll require me to help Forlorn Hope, which I think requires me to do, like, the radio quest, which I'm not touching. That's just too much running around. Anyways.
Evening.
Captain, let's talk.
You're back. Any progress on saving our skins?
Yeah, I've made a good bit of progress. To start off with, I found some supply caches. These should be able to help the camp out quite a bit.
Where did you get this? You know what? It doesn't even matter. Thank you. This will be a tremendous help.
I also managed to find some slightly more irradiated supplies. They're not exactly perfect, but if you filter them through Rad-X, they should be safe.
We do have some spare Rad-X in the supply tent. That might work. Thank you.
And the other thing that I've managed to sort out was attacks on the camp. It won't be happening anymore.
Who was it? Any information you could give me would be a big help for my reports.
He was a Great Khan raider. He remembered the massacre that happened here. He had a base camp up in a cave. Came out at night, took people out.
Really? Well, this canyon used to be a Great Khan stronghold. I suppose that explains why he was able to evade us so easily.
No lie. He won't be creating any more trouble, though. I convinced him to leave Bitter Springs alone. He's left.
I don't know how you did it, but thank you.
And with that, that's pretty much everything that I can do for right now. I'll see if I can get you more troops, but that'll take more time and more legwork.
Good luck. Evening.
Hello? Officer?
If you're here to sell something, we don't want any.
I didn't come out here to sell stuff. Just surprised to see rangers. What do you do out here?
This is the frontier of NCR territory, and we're the first line of defense. You won't find much in the way of civilization east of here. South of here is Camp Guardian, but they've been having radio trouble, so they've been silent for a while now.
Thanks. I'll keep it in mind. Guess there's not much else to talk about. I'll be on my way.
Careful out there.
Camp Guardian. I think I know what that is. Not certain that I'll actually investigate it, but, I mean, still it's good to know that it's there. There's just so much to do in New Vegas. Oh my god. It looks like there's not a whole lot going on here. Ooh. Purified water. Yeah, I guess I've got the space. I'll just go ahead and take all this. Didn't expect to come across so much purified water out here. Anyhow, let's go ahead and slip back out of the camp. And now, I'm gonna go ahead and just hop north. This is one of the more powerful weapons in the game. Not the most powerful. And, actually, I'm not really certain how I would grade it on a curve, but it is a large, fully automatic weapon. And it's very easy to get your hands on it. It doesn't require that much work. You just have to walk up and take it. The catch is that there are some relatively nasty things standing around it, which you have to take out. So, we'll, I could just beeline my way to the crater. It's, the Devil's Throat right up here. That's what the crater is known as. It's irradiated. There's some nasties in the middle of it. I could run straight up to it, but I'm seeing things that I can loot, flowers I can pick, etc. God, now there's something that I'm gonna become over-encumbered so frequently in Fallout 4 because it sounds like they put the ability into just let's use a missile on this thing. It sounds like they put the ability in to pick plants in Fallout 4. Which, I mean, that was something that I wasted, that I have and will continue to waste way too much time on in Skyrim. So, at least until they put out the Elder Scrolls 6. Alright, this is the last missile that I'm gonna waste. More or less, because it's not hitting enough of them, and missiles are very expensive. I'm gonna have to store this stuff in my safe house. Oh, jeez, stop throwing stuff at me. Ugh. I mean, he's not even worth using something on. You know what? Forget these grenades. We're just going to use the lever action here. I have changed my mind. I am going to use the few rounds I have for this hunting shotgun. Booyah. So much better than the lever action. For those of you who are wondering why I'm not using the 12 gauge all the time, it's because I'm just more or less trying to not use it until I get my hands on Dinner Bell, which is the reward for finishing Bleed Me Dry. So, now that I've gotten my hands on the Nightstalker eggs... Oh. Okay. Now that I've gotten my hands on the Nightstalker eggs, there are two more types of eggs that I have to get my hands on. Those would be Cazador and Deathclaw. Now, the Deathclaw shouldn't be a problem because I already cleared out Quarry Junction. And unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty certain that I'm calling this right. The Deathclaws in Quarry Junction don't respawn. It's like one of the few locations on the map where Deathclaws show up, and they don't show up again once you kill them. So, all I'll have to do is just run straight back in. Aha! The CZ-57 Avenger. Alright, let's, bunch of empty jet inhalers. Oh crap, I'm encumbered. There we go, that's better. So, CZ-57 Avenger, it's a minigun that hits harder, but its magazine is, like, smaller. I think it's about half the size. I don't quite remember off the top of my head. Anyways, that was the last thing that I wanted to get my hands on up in this area of the map. There's not much else to look at. So now, I think I'm going to head south and take care of a couple more problems. in this area of the map before heading off to do something else. But either way, you know, there's a whole lot left for me to do still. Hopefully, we'll get all this done in proper time.